Well, welcome back to the Dancing Italian Urban Farm, or welcome if you are new. My name is Leslie, and today we're talking about why budgeting is the key to financial freedom. Let me ask you, have you ever checked your bank account and thought, where did my money go? Or maybe you've set big financial goals like paying off debt, saving for a house, traveling, or more, only to feel like you're spinning your wheels. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. And the good news, the answer isn't to earn more. It's to manage better what you already have. And that's where budgeting comes in. Now, before you roll your eyes, let me tell you, budgeting is not about restriction or saying no to everything fun. It's about giving your money a job so it works for you, not against you. Today, I'm going to show you how budgeting can completely transform your financial life, help you reach your goals faster, and actually reduce stress. So, grab a notebook, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to build a budget that works and stick to it. Why budgeting matters. A lot of people think budgeting is boring, restrictive, or just for people struggling financially. But the truth is, even millionaires budget. Why? Because a budget isn't about limits. It's about priorities. Here are 3 big reasons why budgeting changes everything. Number 1, clarity. With clarity, you know exactly where your money is going. There's no more wondering at the end of the month why your balance is lower than expected. You know exactly where your money is going and how it's working for you. Number 2, control. Instead of your money slipping through your fingers, you're the one directing it. You're the one telling your money where to go and how to work for you. Number 3, confidence. With a plan in place, you stop stressing about unexpected expenses and actually start to feel empowered about your financial future. You don't have to wonder how bills are going to get paid because your money has a job to do for you. It's about assigning each dollar a job. And when you give your money a job and it has a job to do, you are in control of your money. And that gives you financial confidence. So, think about your budget like a map. Without it, you're just driving aimlessly, hoping to reach your destination at some point. You're going to get there eventually. Maybe. But with a budget, you've got GPS. Turn by turn directions. It shows you where you're going, how long it's going to take to get there, and the best route to get you there. Have you ever been driving using GPS and all of a sudden the little voice comes on and says, I found a better route that will shave 5 minutes off your time. Would you like to change your direction or whatever it says? And you can click yes to change it, or no, you want to stay on the route that you're on. That's what a budget does. A budget that you check daily is your turn-by-turn GPS that is constantly looking for the best way to go and is constantly changing. If your budget isn't a living, breathing entity that is constantly changing, it's not going to work for you. So your budget needs to be something that you're not so tied to. Stop thinking of your budget as a restrictive, strict, I have to stick to this, and start looking at it as a living, breathing entity that ebbs and flows and grows and changes. You give each dollar an assignment, but one of those assignments you can call miscellaneous or checking account cushion or fun money, or give it some kind of ambiguous name, and that's the money that you use just in case. I have a checking account cushion that I use that I assign money to every month, and that money is there in case a bill is bigger than I had expected it to be. Or if something comes up that I need to, my daughter needs new ballet shoes and I wasn't expecting her to need new ballet shoes, I can get her new ballet shoes without it killing my budget. Connect budgeting to your personal goals. Because at the end of the day, money is just a tool. It's not about the dollars. It's about what those dollars allow you to do. Do you want to pay off debt? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to retire early? Budgeting is what takes those goals out of the realm of someday and turns them into a real timeline. Budgeting takes those and gives them a due date and allows you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So how does it work? Well, here's how. Start with your goal. You want to start with the end in mind. So let's just say you want to save $5,000 for a trip to Europe. Why you're going to Europe with only $5,000? I don't know, but let's just say you want to save $5,000 for a trip to Europe. Now you're going to break it down. If you want to go in 2 years, that means saving about $210 a month. Once you know the number, you plug it into your budget like any other bill. That way, you're consistently moving toward the goal instead of just hoping extra money will appear. Now, you have to have that money in your budget. So you don't want to save for something that you don't have the money to save for. You don't want to steal from Paul to pay Peter, or steal from Peter to pay Paul, whatever the saying is. You want to make sure your bills are paid. And then this is money that you're going to be putting into savings, but now you're saving it for a specific goal. However, the same works for debt. Let's say you owe $10,000 on a credit card. If your minimum payment is $200, but your budget shows that you can put $400 towards it each month, you've just cut your payoff time in half. Actually, by more than half. That's the power of giving your money direction. Because you have to remember, credit cards compound interest. So that $200 a month, yeah, you're going to wind up paying a lot more in interest than if you pay $400 a month. But that is a whole nother conversation. For the sake of our argument, if you can pay more towards your debt each month than your minimum amount, you want to do that because that's going to allow you to pay your debt off faster. Okay, so how do you actually budget? There are a lot of methods. Let me walk you through three of the most popular. The first is the envelope system. Now, this is an old school but super effective method. You literally go get cash out every month. You put that cash into envelopes that you've labeled groceries, gas, eating out, fun money, etc. When the envelope's empty, you're done spending in that category. This is great for people who tend to overspend because it makes money super tangible. If you're holding it in your hand and you see you have a finite amount of money, you are less likely to overspend because you know once it's gone, it's gone. There's no more in that envelope. This is a great method. This is also a great method to use with kids when you're starting to teach kids how to budget. And if you're interested in that, let me know and I will do a video on teaching kids how to budget or budgeting for kids specifically. Let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, so that's the envelope system. The second really popular method is the 50-30-20 rule. This method splits your income into percentages. 50% of your income goes for needs. That's your housing, your food, your clothing, the things you have to have, your bills, that kind of thing. 30% goes for wants. You know, getting your nails done or going out to eat. Things that you want to do but aren't necessities. The last 20% is for savings or debt. It's simple, less detailed, and perfect if you hate tracking every single dollar. This makes things a little bit easier. 50% of your money is going to go towards those bills, those must-haves. 30% is going to go for what you want, and 20% is going to go towards savings or debt. Now, this can get a little sticky when you're trying to save and pay off debt because typically that 20% is going to go towards one or the other, but not both. It really depends on how much debt you have. But it can be a very effective way for people to budget. Now, my personal favorite way to budget is the third of our most popular ways to budget, which is the zero-based budgeting. Like I said, it's my personal favorite. With this method, every single dollar you earn is assigned a job, whether it's bills, saving, or fun money. At the end of the month, your budget should zero out. This doesn't mean that you spend every single dollar that you earn. It means that every dollar has a job. You tell every dollar where to go. Some of it may be towards your savings, towards sinking funds, towards paying off debt, towards paying your bills, that night out to go to the movies and to dinner, going to get your nails done, whatever it is that you have, whatever line item you have in your budget, every dollar is assigned to a job. I like this method because it works better for my brain to have that zero at the end of my budget. There's no money left over. Like I said, I include a line item that is checking account cushion. It's part of my savings. And that is money that I specifically set aside to cushion my checking account so that I don't overdraw on my checking account. Basically. But at the end of my budget, I have a zero. I zero out. Does that mean that I'm going to zero out once I have all my actual amounts in? Probably not, because I round for my budget. I round up. So if my bill is $52.66, I'm going to round it up to $53. It just makes budgeting so much easier to not have to deal in cents, but to just deal in whole dollars. But normally what I do at the end of the month is I roll that money over into my next month's budget, and I just call it my rollover, and it just kind of goes into the next month. That's how I choose to do it. Everybody does zero-based budgeting slightly differently. Now, there is no one right way to budget. The best budget is the one that works for you and that you actually will stick to. Now, let's be real. Making a budget is the easy part. Sticking to it, that's where most people struggle. So here are a few tips to make it stick. First, track daily or weekly, not just monthly. I prefer to track daily, Monday through Friday. I don't track on the weekends because money's not going to go through my bank on Saturday or Sunday. But small check-ins help you stay on course. You know, that's Star Wars, stay on target, stay on target. Checking more regularly, more often, is like your little stay on target message. The second one, expect surprises. Build an unexpected category so emergencies don't derail you. That's what I was talking about earlier, that miscellaneous, that checking account, cushion, whatever you want to call it. That category is specifically there for when surprises pop up. Now, this is different from your emergency fund. Your emergency fund are for those big emergencies. This is just a little bit of a cushion when a bill is more than you think it is. You thought your electric bill was going to be $75 and it wound up being $98. That's what this is for. All right. You want to make it flexible. Budgets are living documents. It's a living, breathing entity. If something isn't working, adjust it. I'm constantly adjusting my budget, fine-tuning it to make sure that my money is working for me. And fourth, reward yourself. If you hit a savings milestone or stay under budget or pay off a debt, celebrate with something small. It keeps motivation high. Remember, consistency beats perfection. Even if you go over 1 month, you're still way ahead compared to not budgeting at all. Give yourself some grace. This is a living document. It's a living, breathing entity that you're going to have to adjust. And that is okay. You have to adjust your budget. You are not a failure. You are just learning more about your spending habits. So here's the bottom line. Budgeting isn't about cutting back. It's about creating freedom. Freedom to pay off debt faster. Freedom to finally take that trip. Freedom to stop worrying every time a bill shows up. It's the freedom to do the things that you want to do in life while still doing the things that you have to do. Your money is already working. It's either working for you or against you. The choice is yours. Let's choose to make our money work for us. Okay, guys, if this video helped you, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing more financial tip videos because I feel it is an important part of life. And tell me in the comments, what's your number one financial goal right now? I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and remember, when you give your money a plan, you give yourself freedom. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you, and I hope that you'll join me for our next video next week. Bye!